problematically not addressed by the company. So it's my pleasure to introduce Arturo Béjar, who's going to speak more to his experience here with us today. Thank you.
What is the most important voice when it comes to all of these issues? It's the voice of a parent who has lost a child. It's the voice of a teen who has experienced unwanted advances, self-harm, content, things that plant seeds about body image or comparison. Those are the single most important voices in all of this work. I used to work for this company. I used to be the person responsible for all of these areas for the company for many years. And if I can share one thing today, is to know a few things. First and foremost, these deaths are preventable. They have the technology to do it. They have the means to do it. They have the infrastructure. They just don't have the will or the prioritization to dedicate the people that you need in order to make these things better. We saw that so clearly in the emails that Senator Blumenthal's office released this morning. It is very straightforward and not difficult for them to reduce the amount of harmful content that teens get exposed to. It is not difficult for them to provide tools to say, hey, I just got something that harassed me, made me uncomfortable. It doesn't matter what the content is, it matters what my experience is. And so after I left, and I saw my own daughter experiencing these things firsthand, right? She experienced unwanted advances, harassment, and so many things. She tried to use the tools every single time, and I asked her, did you ever get any help? And she said, not once. I went back in to see if we could make it better, and Mark Zuckerberg has created a company that crushes the spirits of the people who want to make this better, because their ideas get crushed, because the things that they want to do, the people in these teams that have many wonderful thoughts about things that could make this better, they can't get that work to get prioritized, they cannot get that work to be resourced because of decisions that he makes. And he dares to stand today and say, our job is to make the best tools that we can, when that is not what they do. That was a lie. We don't allow under 13-year-olds on Instagram. Search for hashtag 10th birthday. That is a lie. Try to report one of these accounts. But what we should expect from them, and what should have happened by now, is that Mark and every CEO should have sat down with every parent and every teen here and say, tell me what you experienced. Let me understand so that I can make it better. I have a responsibility to make it better, because that should be the job. The job, if you're connecting people, is you have to take care of them and protect them as well. And you can only do so by understanding the harm that people experience. And so then the work was to give that harm voice. And in the face of staggering statistics of harm that teens are experiencing, they still choose to not act. And so here we are today, with all of the respect in the world for every parent that has lost a child, for all the respect in the world for every youth that is speaking up about these things. That work is so essential and necessary, because the most important thing that needs to happen is these companies need to listen, and they need to be made. Why are we here saying, please don't kill our children, right? This shouldn't be necessary, but it is. So thank you for being here today. Thank you to all of you for being here. This is what the work is about.